What a way to launch out into a season where the quality of our faith is immediately and nakedly on show in the inconsistency, or shall we say unconformity, of our behaviour when we're confronted by inequalities at home in human cultures.
Do I love you when I burn my carbon every time I turn my car on and pour more petrol into the tank? Blanking out the plankton I'm killing, ozone layer I'm filling with toxic fumes, the plumes of smoke. Doom looms, and yet the lupins in the garden still bloom.
If your hand causes you to stumble, cut it off. It's better for you to enter life maimed than to have two hands and go to Gehenna, to the unquenchable fire.
Climate crisis is like a cigarette. We know it will destroy us, but we do it anyway. It's convenient, it's consumed, it harms others around us, but we do it anyway.
Say to those who are fearful of heart,
be strong,
do not fear.
Here is your God. The eyes of the blind shall be opened,
The ears of the deaf unstopped.
For waters shall break forth in the wilderness,
and streams in the desert.
the burning sand
Shall become a pool.
and the thirsty ground
Springs of water.
Near me, where the chairs are cosy and the air conditioning is on. When the world heats up, it's cool to be cool, don't you know? Not like some sweaty labourer from the factory. Of course, I'm here to serve humanity over any of the lower creatures. After all, they're only here to serve us. Rather like the lower orders, really.
Blessed are you, Lord our God, sovereign of creation. For you have made the earth and the seas, the mountains and the stars. You set the planets in their place, yet made us in your very own image, causing us to strive for justice and do what is right. Blessed are you forever.
And saw that it was good. And that was only the start of what you have created trees to do. You designed an amazing chemical process, photosynthesis, to draw carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, to extract carbon to make trees grow, to create nutrients to replenish the soil, and return oxygen back into the atmosphere to enable all of your creatures to breathe. Through millennia, trees have held the soils, the hillsides, and rivers in their places, made habitats for diverse bugs and insects and birds of the air.
Creator God, you love the world. You have fashioned a place of beauty, wonder, and abundance. And in love you have freely shared this world with us as a priceless gift for all to enjoy and treasure, as a place where we can thrive and flourish in loving relationship with you and with all of creation.
So worship is no place to hide. Holy ground is where you bring the difficult things. And for geologists, ground does not come much holier than where we are today.
The non-human players of creation communicate, act, enjoy the life which is their own. Only by acknowledging their personhood will we even begin to find our own place and purpose in the community and communion of creation. The skies declare God's glory, and the firmament shows God's handiwork. One day speaks their tale to another, and one night imparts knowledge to night. And though by us their speech is ignored, and though by us their voices go unheard, their broadcast notwithstanding fills the earth.
Do you have a favourite Bible passage that celebrates the wonder of God's creation? How connected do you feel to the rest of creation? Are there ways in which you could be more intentional about caring for creation?
Proverbs 31, 10-31 is a passage that on first reading made me despair of finding the green thread, and yet, as a minimum, this passage looks to living a good life with available resources. So the capable wife would be part of a circular economy campaign, or running zero waste classes, instructing the young from the throwaway generation in making do and mending.
Here's a tree. It's time they
grew. We breathe, we feed, we climb, we build. The tree was one with Christ, the cross, the vine, the branches, nations healing. Look at all the trees, says Jesus.
Here's a tree. It's time they grew. Here's a bird. It's time they flew.
With urgency and song and nesting, eggs and poultry feather bedding, flocks at sunset, insect eating. Look at all the birds, says Jesus.
Here's a bird. It's time they flew. Here's a fish.
It's time they swam. The oceans teem, or sadly empty, with warming and acidic surging. Currents fail and glaciers melt, but Jesus spoke to calm the waters.
Here's a fish. It's time to swim. Here's a bell.
It's time it rang. It's time we spoke the truth in love. It's time to sound an urgent note, to call injustice to account, to ring in ways to share the world. Here's a bell. Now ring it loud.
Here's a church whose time
has come to preach good news to every creature. Care for earth and sea and sky. Find our place and purpose, sharing Jesus, shepherding with love.
Here's a church whose time has come.
Let all be so.
Amen.
Show me another way to show real love. Not just feel love, but real love. Earthy love. Gritty love for the whole earth. And real grit. Show me how to love, oh God, and not just burn my carbon.